Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to FSEC's online support program round 3. Hope you all are doing well. This is our revision video of chapter number 4 for week 15. So now let's start our video. Textbook Smart Sciences Skills 5, pages 67 till 81. Chapter Reversible and Irreversible Changes. Topic Mixtures, different methods of separating mixtures. Resources required: textbook, laptop, mobile or notebook. Introduction or summary of the lesson. Distinguish between reversible and irreversible changes. Identify and define mixtures. Discuss how solids can be mixed and separated. How solids can dissolve in water to form solutions. Explain the methods for separation of insoluble solids from liquids. Quote of the day: reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Reading is essential to strengthen our brain. It increases our vocabulary. It is necessary for our mind, just like exercise is necessary for our body to keep us healthy and active. So keep reading and keep your brain healthy as well. Previous knowledge. Previously we have studied about the change in states of matter. Freezing process. It is a process that causes a substance to change from a liquid to a solid, and this process requires energy, releases energy. For example, ice. Melting. Melting is a process in which solid is heated and turns to liquid, and melting process requires energy. So this is what happens when a change occurs in states of matter. Objectives of this lesson are: what are reversible and irreversible changes and what are the differences between them? We will discuss it. Identify and define mixtures. We will learn about how solids can be mixed and separated. Discuss how solids dissolve in water to form solutions. Also learn the methods for separation of insoluble solids from liquid. Vocabulary words of this chapter are: chemical change, physical change, reversible, irreversible, saturation, mixture, dissolve, sieving, filtration, soluble and insoluble. Reversible change or physical change. Reversible change is a change that can be reversed to its original form. In this change, no new substance is formed, only the physical appearance of the matter changes. For example, ice cream, when it melts, it can get back to the freezing form of it. For example, when we melt chocolate, it can again freeze whenever we kept it in the freezer. So it is a reversible change. Irreversible change or chemical change. It is a change that cannot be reversed. New substances are always formed in it, and this change is also known as a chemical change. When paper burns, it turns into ash, and ash is a new substance. When chicken is roasted, you cannot get back the raw form of chicken again. So it is an irreversible change. Distinguish between reversible and irreversible changes. Reversible changes are those in which substance can return to its original form. No new substance is formed. Most physical changes are reversible changes. For example, melting and boiling process. Irreversible changes. Substances cannot return to its original states. New substances are always formed in it. All chemical changes are irreversible changes. For example, cooking of food and burning of wood. Students, you have to learn this and memorize it. Now the second topic is: what are mixtures? We have learned about mixtures that it is made up of two or more substances that are not chemically combined with each other, but they are physically combined with each other. As you can see it here, that colorful bunties, different jellies and different biscuit jellies and bunties, these are the mixture that are present, and if you want to separate them, you can easily. So they are not chemically combined, rather they are physically combined with each other. Now the methods to separate solid mixtures. We have discussed that we can separate solid mixtures by using three different methods. One is hand picking. In hand picking process, we can easily pick normal sized items with the help of our hand. Sieving process, we use a sieve to separate small particles from larger one. It is used when substances are too fine to be separated by hand. For example, the mixture of sand and pebbles. Last is magnetism or magnetic separation. In this process, a magnet is used to separate magnetic substances from non-magnetic substances, as you can see it in the picture clearly. Now, how solids are mixed with water to form solutions. Now, what are solutions? Solution is a mixture of two or more substances that stays evenly mixed in the liquid. For example, when sugar is added in the water, it dissolves in it and it remains in it evenly. Solids can be soluble or insoluble. Soluble solids, those solids that can dissolve in liquid easily, for example, sugar or salt. Insoluble solids, these are the solids that cannot dissolve in liquid, for example, sand and chalk powder. They remain at the bottom of the liquid or of the container in which the solution is kept. So these are insoluble solids that cannot dissolve in the liquid. Saturated solution. Saturated solution are actually a solution that contains maximum amount of soluble solids in the liquid. As more solid is added to the liquid, the solution will reaches a stage where no more solid can dissolve. For example, carbonated drink. Carbonated water is saturated with carbon, hence it gives off carbon through bubbles. Chocolate powder, when it is added to the milk, it creates saturation in the solution and it reaches the point where no more powder can be added. So the solution is called saturated solution. How do we separate insoluble solids from liquids? For that purpose, we use filtration process. This process is used to separate insoluble solids from a liquid by adding a medium, that is filter paper, through which only liquid can pass. The mixture of sand and water is poured into a funnel that is having a filter paper in it. Actually, filter paper has tiny holes that allows water to pass through, but are too small to allow the sand particles to pass through them. So as a result, sand is left behind in the filter paper and the water will be gathered at the beaker. So this is how we can separate insoluble solids from liquids. How can we separate soluble solids from liquids? So for this process, we use evaporation. To separate dissolved solids from liquid, evaporation is commonly used. When a solid is completely dissolved in a liquid, such as a salt solution, we are unable to separate the salt from the water by filtration. So we use evaporation process for this purpose. Now the home task. Students, you have to read textbook pages 67 till 81 very carefully, and you have to look into the diagrams as well. Write down the answers of the following questions on loose sheet and keep in mind that it is your task to do yourself. List down some of your favorite foods that are mixtures. You have to write down the names, what comes in your mind, or what is your favorite food that is mixture actually. Differentiate between reversible and irreversible changes. You have to write down the difference between reversible and irreversible changes. How would you separate the mixture of sand and iron fillings? Iron fillings, like you are using a magnet. So which method it is, you have to write it. A complete answer should be there. How can we separate insoluble solids from liquids? Explain. You have to write all the answers yourself. Moral value. Be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to change the world, you have to change yourself. You have to start it with you so that you can bring the change in the world someday. That is all for today. Thank you. Hope you have learned and revised the topics carefully. Have a nice day. Take care. Allah Hafiz.